Then a step-by-step instruction for this QGIS project to create a map using QGIS. So this is the file shared by Chris to you, uh, and you are adding here your name and which wine variety you're gonna picking and which country of productions, and later you're gonna start adding your latitude and longitude coordinates and the website of those winery or vineyards. So we're gonna use this data sets from some like specifically a country production and the one variety to create an Excel spreadsheet which we'll be using to import the data in the QGIS software. So this file we use. So please add information here and then we'll pick from here for your QGIS spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet I created with the wine variety, country of productions, lat and longitude, and the website. But I need to show you how I got this latitude and longitude. Okay, so we'll try to understand how to get that information. So let's try to understand how to get the lat long data set for a specific locations using Google, right? So I just putting your wine variety and the country code, and once you start putting that, of course, you might sometimes see the maps, but not maps. You can always go to the Google Map here options. But since I click map shown up, I just click on the map. So this is the location of this variety of wine, specifically in the France. So I'll zoom in, and I did some research. So I found here is the winery locations here, which is specifically for this wine. So to get that long, what I'll do, I'll just select my area. This is my area, so I need the specific locations. I just pick this binary locations here. I click here somewhere, right? And as soon as I click, if you see that, notice down here the appears the latitude and longitude. So I just gonna select this lat long value together, copy this, and I will paste in the Excel spreadsheet. So here is my scale spreadsheet. So I was copied here. But notice that when I copied information here, so both the lat and long has come in one single cell. So I need to separate this one. So I will select, I clicked F2 and selected this one, Control X. I copied this one, I cut, removed, and removed the extra column, and I pasted next cell. So this is two separate cells of one latitude and longitude. And I'm basically copying this value of, this is the one on top here. So similarly, you guys can go select these two things or your wine variety and country productions and copy and paste that in again your Google. I just put in Google, and then again here is map. So I'll go to the map and not showing the map here. So I'll just select comma Canada, and here is the place of your wine variety. These are a couple of locations. So this is the place of winery somewhere. Let me see. Pinot Noir, Canada. Yeah. So this is the area of valley where most of the wining are here. So maybe, yep, this is the one of the winery. So I just pick this winery and just click here. And again, I got this location here, copy, and I paste it in the somewhere just before I copy exact location. I just put it here and double click here. I remove this comma and then remaining as selected. Control X means cut and paste to the next cell. So this way I separated latitude and longitude. Okay, so but since already I picked up is here already. So I delete this informations and move on. So this way you're creating a spreadsheet. Before I go next, let me show you when you're doing this one, there may be error happens. So sometimes this is numbers which align to the right side of the cell. Could may see the line left side. It happens, and I suppose if this number is saved as a text, this is saved as a text now, aligned to the left. Even it looks like a number, which is not, which is also right, but it's saved as a text. So to remove this one, I remove and this aligned to the right side. Okay, so these are the 10 cells aligned to the right side, that means number, and those aligned to the left means the text. Okay, so after this you just save as the file as a CSV. So start home, save as, browse, and here on your QS project you select from type the CSV comma delimited and save it. Okay, so this is the way you creating a file. Let me save it. I already did, but I repeat, save as. And yes, your file is saved as CSV. Now already you saved the data set. Let me open QGIS software. I opened QGIS software. It open, so we know we saved the data. Let's map those data sets. So this is just to make it bigger size. So there are multiple ways to add data, but to make it easy, we'll go to the layer here, top, okay, and add layer, and under add layer, add delimited text layer. Again, add layer, add delimited text layer. Click this one. Here on the top, you have three dots here. So click on three dots, and under my download file, QGIS project, and I'm gonna save win data. Okay, so once you open that file, it automatically picked what is XP longitude and latitude, okay, XP longitude and YP latitude. In case it doesn't select automatically, you can select by clicking drop down menu here. So, but yes, okay, if make sure you check this one X longitude and Y latitude and click add. As soon as you click add, it's automatically added. But yeah, there is a missing global map. Remember when assignment number one you did, I given you shape file of map, but don't worry, you don't need that anymore. Let me show you another way. So on your browser section here, all the way down, if you see the XYZ tiles, if you close, it will drag it and then drag this OpenStreetMap. Hey, your points are gone or missing because of this so layer. So drag this down. Now your win data set is up. Now you can see your values. Next step is just plot the data. So right click on this one, show labels. So your labels of wine varieties popped up automatically. So this is your map. I zoomed out. Now once you create a map, next step is to layout project, new print layout. You can see QGIS layout, okay, or project layout, and click OK. Screen appears. I'll make it bigger, and then add item, add map, under item add map, and then click on the top left corner and drag it all the way down. Okay, so your map appears here. And then next step is to add labels. You put the labels here, whichever label you want to put. Of course, mapping wine locations. Okay, okay, and then once you put down, you select again here, and its font option is here. So you select on font and increase the font size is here 10. So I'll make it bigger. It depend upon how we done it, and then instead of regular, I will pick the bold. Okay, so this way you're adding things, and you want, or you can have any other titles. It's up to you. Okay, but this is showing how to add titles to refresh your knowledge. So at random again, add labels, and here you might add your name, a first name and last name. Okay, and you don't need to add north arrow here or a scale bar. It's a global map. Okay, but feel free to add any the picture on this small corner of this, any picture of those field or winery in this area. A couple of pictures in the map that might looks cool, because this at this map it looks little blank. Okay, and once you do that, go to the layout option and export as an image, right? And you can export as image format, PNG format, and give the name. I just keep the name of project layout and click save it. And ask resolutions, don't worry, go ahead and save, and your image is saved. Yeah, this is the way you created a map and saving as an image file. So a little bit more about literature review. You can literature using this Google definitely, and you can have information from the Wikipedia and other page. But let me show you one more thing. If you need more historical data on this one, so go to Google Scholar. So Google as Scholar and use Google Scholar and put down your country name and pass, and you can have more scientific reference of those wine and other country informations, right? Here also can get more information about some of the climate. So you can add with climate here. So there are some publications of the climate along with the specific wine variety. So this is a way you can get more scientific information to write in your report. Okay, so two options. So either you can use Google on Google Scholar. Okay, and okay, good thing about Google Scholar is that you can cite those references. So you can cite here if you like any download any PDF file or paper, a manuscript. You can use copy those texts and cite in your report. Okay,